Welcome to the NC Spin After Spin. Additional comments from our panelists just available on our website. Question I want to ask everybody is, what do you wish you'd said on last week's show but didn't? Chris Fitzsimon.
Well, we talked about the decision on the voter bill that was the judge's decision that allows it to go under the 2004. I'll talk in a second. 2014 election to go under the old law. A couple things we didn't get to. One of the weirdest provisions I thought was to end the pre-registration of 16 and 17-year-olds in North Carolina, which was passed overwhelmingly in a bipartisan manner. The only reason given why that popped up in that 57-page bill that Cash mentioned is that Bob Rucho, a senator from Charlotte, said his son, his 16-year-old son, got the form and was confused by it. So he thought we should end the program of pre-registering kids that Republicans and Democrats alike had supported.
Doug Raymond, tell us what you wish you'd have said on the show.
Well, I hate to get all highbrow and constitutional, but it's interesting. 2 of our 3 topics dealt with federal courts making judgments on state issues. And it just made me think as I was listening to the discussion, this isn't what the Founding Fathers envisioned that the judiciary branch would be doing. And they've got much too much involvement in state issues and in really just the personal lives of individuals.
Interesting. Cash, what do you wish you'd said?
Getting back to the voting restriction issue, I was impressed with the fact that this federal judge indeed said there's something here and something that very well may end up being unconstitutional, that I may have to rule in that direction. And so thus, let's all mark our calendars for July 15th.
Certainly didn't get reported in the media.
I'm sorry?
That statement didn't get reported in the media, that he did say that there was something that perhaps was unconstitutional.
I saw it.
Yeah. Well, did you?
Yeah, I saw it, and I was impressed by that.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, I was impressed by that, and Irving Joyner, who heads the legal team for the NAACP and the coalition, said that we now know what to do in going into July 15th based on that statement.
Right. John, what do you wish you'd said?
Tom, we talked a fair amount about bridges and road funding and the decision about the Bonner Bridge replacement on the coast and what to do about it, and the fact that a lot of these issues really have to do with scarce resources. And of course, resources are always scarce. Even if you increase the gas tax or did other kinds of things, there would still be way more demands for highways and bridges across North Carolina that can be funded. One of the ways that story we talked about interacts with something the legislature did last year has to do with the funding formula rewrite, because now projects are much more subjected to cost-benefit test. You have to show a certain number of people or freight's going to move and it's going to have an economic effect. It's got to justify the cost. And there are projects that may sound wonderful to local people and they think they absolutely need them, but because they're state projects funded with state revenues, they're not going to make the cut. And that is, I think, a healthy process, but it is a painful one too.
Well, thanks for watching the After Spin. More video all during the week on ncspin.com.